welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a current subscriber, welcome back. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jasmine. I own 2 Etsy shops. The first one is CreativeJasDesigns and the second one is Twinkleology. Creative Jazz is more of my adult t-shirts and Twinkleology is baby onesies, toddler t-shirts, and up to youth t-shirts. But I'll link them in the description down below if you want to check them out and see what items I have on the shops. But in today's video, I will be filming a couple of custom onesies. I will be just showing in detail the first one. It's a onesie made with HTV, which is heat transfer vinyl, and it's gonna have some glitter vinyl and regular vinyl. It's for a baby shower that I am creating some onesies and some cutouts, but I will be filming just a onesie today. It's for a friend of mine. I don't have these on my Etsy shop. I just do these customly for a friend. And I will be showing you how I make this onesie right here. So it's like a Tinker Bell themed onesie. So if you want to see how I accomplish this, then please keep watching. All right, so here I'm gonna go into new. If it loads, okay. And then I'm gonna go to upload. And then view all, so I can see all the uploads. Then I'm gonna scroll down till I find the design. So here's this one. I select this one here. And this one. Then I'm going to put add to canvas. And now I like to zoom out so I can see the entire image. And I move it over here. And then I'm going to select each and every one so I can put the colors of the vinyl I'm going to be using. So it makes it easier. So that one's green. This one, and this is not really a gold, but this is as close as gold as I can get. And then actually, let me change this. So that looks a little more goldish. And then this one is brown. So there's brown. And then I just like to move it. And then I'm going to try to adjust as to where each part needs to go. So this one looks like it may go around here. And then I'm going to center this, so align. And then center horizontally. Then I'm going to move this part over here. I'm trying to align it as best as I can. I'm trying to align the wings onto her. So I think around there should do it. And then I'm gonna actually join all the layers together and group them. So now that it's grouped, I'm gonna go ahead and do the sizing. So 5 wide, that's a little too big. So I'm gonna unlock it so I can change the height to 5. And now I'm gonna hit make it. Now here, you always want to mirror your image because it needs to cut on the reverse side. So now I'm going to click the second one. Sorry, my computer's acting a little slow. And then I'm going to mirror that as well. And then I'm going to go to the third one and mirror it as well. So then I'm going to go back to the first one. And then I'm going to hit continue. Now I wait for my machine to connect. It sometimes takes a little bit. And now I'm going to hit everyday iron on because the brown one is actually just regular heat transfer vinyl. So I'll do everyday iron on. All right, so I wanted to explain what you'll need. So you're gonna need, this is like an ivory color onesie. It was purchased from Amazon. This particular size is a 3 to 6 month. And then after that, you're gonna need some brown HTV, so heat transfer vinyl, some gold glitter HTV, and some green glitter. And then you're gonna need a cutting mat for your Cricut, the weeding tool, a scissor, and of course the Cricut. So now that I have sent the image to the Cricut, the first one I'm gonna do is the brown. So I'll show you now how I apply that to the cutting mat and then when I put it into the Cricut Maker. All right, so here's my Cricut mat. Here's my HTV, the brown one. So if you're new to vinyl, there's a shiny side and a not shiny side. When you're laying it on the mat, you don't want to lay it like this, where the shiny side is on top. You want to do it the opposite way, so it's not the shiny side on the top. So you will lay it as even as you can to the white square, and then you just press it down just like that. All right, so now you see the blinking arrow on the Cricut. So now it's ready for you to insert the mat, the cutting mat. So then you put it in just like that, and you're gonna press the arrows. And you're gonna wait for that Cricut button to blink. So now that it cut the vinyl, you're gonna just peel it off, and then you're gonna just cut around the part that it cut on the machine. So if you can see it, can't see it that well, but just cut around it. And this is the piece that I need right here. So then you're gonna take your weeding tool and you're just gonna, let's see if I can show this better. And then you just peel away like that. And then you can start weeding it. So it would be like this. Just like that. And then these little areas, you can just pull away, just like that. And same thing for this side. And there it is. So now I'll show you how I upload the second one and what I choose, since it is a glitter vinyl. All right, so here I actually have to change it from everyday iron on. So I have to hit cancel and then yes. And then now I hit continue, let it load again. And now I'm going to choose, I don't think I have it here, so I have to go up here to browse all materials. And then here I'm going to type in glitter. And then it's glitter vinyl. Actually, no, I don't think it's this one. Here it is, glitter iron on. Want to make sure it's glitter iron on because the other one would be like vinyl, like cutouts. So I always like to add more pressure. And now it's ready. Just like that. And now, all right, so now the Cricut is ready for the vinyl again. And now we're gonna put it into the Cricut and press the blinking arrow. So now you press the blinking Cricut button. And now it'll start cutting. So now you just eject it and it's ready for weeding. All right, so now that it cut the glitter vinyl, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna peel it off. And you're just gonna look at the area where it cut and just cut around it. It's kind of hard to see on the vinyl one, not on the vinyl one, on the glitter one, because you can't really see where the design is. So what I do is I try to feel around. So I really can't show you this part because you just have to eye it. Just hoping I'm not cutting any of the design, but as far as I can feel, it ends around here. So I'll just do a little further down just to be on the safe side. And let's just hope for the best. So let's see. For this one specifically, since I can't see where the design is, I start off at the edge. So just like in the corner, just pull away where you can get the cut going. Just like that. I cut a little too much on the side, but at least it didn't cut the design. And then I just cut around the parts that I don't need extra. Just like that. And then you just peel off the parts you don't need. And then the little wings. This one you have to be super careful because it wants to come off. So I'm probably gonna try from the other angle. Just like that. And there it is. All right, so now I'm gonna just do the same thing for the green glitter vinyl. So it's the same process as I just did with the gold. So I won't show you this part, just so the video is not like 10 years long. But I already have my heat press heating up. It is for 320 degrees for 20 seconds. That is for the glitter vinyl. And then for the regular vinyl, which is the regular HTV. That one's 305 for 10 to 15 seconds. I do the glitter vinyl first just because it can withstand a higher temperature. So I will press the gold glitter and the green glitter first, and then I'll do the brown, which is the regular heat transfer at the lower heat setting. But I'll show you that when I get to the heat press. I just cut the glitter vinyl for the green. I'll just show you real quick. Same thing. So now I'm just feeling around. And it ends around here. Okay, then I got my weeding tool and do the same thing. So I just grab a little corner anywhere and just pull away, just so I can get the peel started. Have to be super careful because sometimes it can rip the vinyl and you don't want that. So then you have to do it over. But just try as best as you can. And I'll just peel away the little parts. Together. I'm gonna go to the heat press now. There's butter. Going to the heat press. And butter's trying to follow me. All right, so here I am in my sunroom. And let me check and see that this temperature is correct. Not correct, but that it's heated up. And it is. So what I'm gonna do now, I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, so right here, I have the pretty much the design all put together right there. So that's what it'll look like. But I like to press the onesie prior to pressing. gonna go ahead and press it just for like a few seconds. Take any moisture off of it. Make sure my pressure is correct. So that's like 5 seconds I just did there. If you guys could see better from there. Okay, so I just pressed it. It does have quite a few wrinkles, but that's okay. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay the design on top. And then I'm gonna give it its center point. So I fold the design in half. And then before I press it, I do the same thing to the onesie. I like to give it a halfway mark so I know that the design is in the center of the onesie. So I just do this, fold it in half, as best as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get it as best as you can, and the halfway mark. And then I press that for a few seconds as well. May have to lower the pressure to see. Oh, that was good. So 5 seconds again. And now I'm gonna lay it in the center. And I'm gonna lay this and match the line to the center mark. So it looks like this. So you line up the center line to the center of the design. All right, so now I'm going to peel away everything on top of the bottom layer. And I specifically try to lay the glitter underneath and then the regular vinyl on the top, so that that's the last one I'm gonna press. So being that it's gonna be multiple layers getting pressed, I will not do the complete 20 seconds on this. I'm probably gonna do about 10 seconds, peel it off, and then add the second layer of the gold glitter and do another 10 seconds, peel it off, and then I have to change the temperature down to 305 for the brown layer, and then I'll show you that. But I'm gonna continue doing this now. So I have that layer down, and I'm gonna put my Teflon sheet on top, and I'm gonna press for the 10 seconds. Alright, so that's 10 seconds. Sorry, this camera is crazy. And you're gonna peel it off. And I'm gonna add the second layer. Trying to line this up again. Just like that. And then I'm gonna peel off the brown layer, which is the top layer. And then I'm gonna press that now for another 10 seconds. Hopefully the camera don't fall again, and it is. Alright, I'm gonna press it now. 10 seconds. Lift it back up. Peel it off. And now I'm going to change the temperature for this one to down to 305. I'm going to change that temperature now. And now I let it drop down in temperature. And this is what it's going to look like. Super cute. So now I'm waiting for the temperature to drop on the heat press so I can press the last layer. And then this design will be done. I have 5 more onesies to make, different designs, but I'll give you a glimpse of them after they're done so you guys can see how they turned out. because if I show you one by one, this will be like a 3-hour video. But yeah, waiting for that to go down. It's already at 3:11, so it should be there soon. All my scraps here. But yeah, these are super cute. She's gonna display these at the party so that they can see the onesies. And this is her color schemes, so like her color scheme that she's using for the party. So it's like green, ivory, gold, and I think she said blush with brown. So I tried integrating the colors into the onesies so it can go with the designs. All right, so now it's ready. I'm gonna add the Teflon sheet on top. I'm gonna press for the 10 complete seconds, and then it will be done. And there it is, super cute. Super cute onesie. Very, very happy with how it turned out. Alright. And I'll be back and I'll show you all the other ones once they're done. cut all the vinyl for all the onesies that I'm making. And now I'm just heating heat press again to the 320 because I'm gonna do the glitter ones first, and then the regular vinyl will get added at the end because it's the lower temperature. So I'm just waiting for it to heat back up. This actual heat press, can't even speak. This actual heat press, if you have it on for a certain period of time and you're not using it, it will start turning off. So it has like an auto off, that's how you say it, like an auto shutdown where it automatically shuts off if it sees that you're not using it. So that's what it started doing because I took so long to cut all this vinyl. But yeah, so I'll be back once this is heated back up to the 320 and show you as I press them. All right, so I have to hurry up with this because my my camera is dying. It's low battery. Just realized there's something wet on the floor over here and I have no idea how that got there. I almost slipped and fell like 2 seconds ago. But this is 2 degrees away from the 320, so I'm gonna start prepping my onesie before I press. So same routine as before. So I am going to press it without killing myself over here on the floor. So 5 seconds. Center point, so fold it in half and then press again just so you have the center mark for your design. And then I'm just doing the vinyl one, not the vinyl, the glitter ones first because that's a higher temperature. And then I'll go back to the regular vinyl. So since there's 3 layers, I do 10 seconds for the first one. It's usually 20 seconds if you're just doing 1 layer, but since I'm stacking them, I don't do the whole 20 seconds. So I just do 10 seconds. I think I automatically set it for 10 seconds already, so just in case. And another 10 seconds. There's that one so far. It's still missing the bottom, but that's regular vinyl, so I will add that at the end. All right, so here they all are. So that one. Super cute. All right guys, well thank you so much for watching. Hopefully the video wasn't too long, but thank you guys again for watching my videos. And if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing and make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new and upcoming videos. Also, if you guys have any ideas, like I always say, on any new videos that you'd like to see on this channel, please make sure to leave it in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy this video, I don't know if I already said that, I think I did. Please give it a thumbs up. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed it once again for the millionth time. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.